That's how we can scrutinize and bifurcate the security on the team in the team content. Next is recent. When you run the report or job or agent, the event studio agent, anything you run recently, that will show under the recent tab. Just you have to click on the recent, you will see all the list of items that you recently executed. That is recent tab. So this is about the Cognos Analytics portal. See here, it is a team content. Here is a recent activities. Then here is okay. So these are the recent activities. Yeah. So yes. So here on the Cognos portal itself, at the left side, if you click the left side, you will see these options: the manage, notification, upload files, and the new. So what does manage? Okay, new is okay. New I will let you know later on. Okay, the manage. When you click on manage, you will see here the Cognos administration portal, configuration, licensing. So all those options you will see. Um, I will show you that. Don't worry about it. Then the notification, that whatever the important help you needed, that shows under the notification. So okay, let's say in your bank account like net banking, in your or in your net banking, you will see the messages notifications, the important messages notifications about the offers or banking maintenance in the bank happening. So all those notifications you can see. Likewise in Cognos also, the notifications you will see. Uploaded files. Here uploaded files option is used to upload any external files like CSV, Excel files, and then you can upload that file and do the reporting or click create a reports on that data. The next is new. So new. So this manage is mainly for the administration purpose. The Cognos administration. I, I will show you this. Then new when you click on new button, you will see the reports, dashboards, visualizations, explorations, data module. Here it is. See, when you click on here, okay, see you will see the
Yeah.
story, report, dashboard, exploration, and data module when you click on new. So dashboard,
Okay.
dashboards, you can create a tab dashboards, whichever one, tab 2, tab 3, tab when you click on dashboard. Reports, when you click on report, you will be navigating to the report area where you have to use list cross tab chart reports. You have to select the package or data module as a source, and yeah, you know that, but I'm just explaining. And then you have
Okay.
a reports list cross tab charts. In charts we have four types of charts. One is 11.0 visualizations, second one is 11.1 visualizations, third one is legacy visualizations, and fourth one is um there is fourth one, legacy and standard visualizations. So these are standard reports, I believe, or legacy reports. There are four options. So when you click on the 11.1 visualizations, you will see all the visualizations listed under, like chart, bar, area like Merimiko, stack,
That
pi. So all those visualizations you will see. So 11.1.0, those visualizations. Legacy charts, you will see there. The standard charts, you will see there. So there is a difference. When you click on 11.0, you will see the like 60, 32 or some 32 or 35 visualizations. 11.0 like 28 visualizations. the chart 64, the legacy charts. And there is last option, there is reports, I believe. So you will see those charts, not reports. It is some fourth option is there, legacy visualization or something is there. So you will see that option there at the top right when you click on report. Then next is story. You can create the story. Like there are two types of stories. One is let me check. One is guided, and second one is guided, and second one is continuous, I believe. So there are two types of stories you can create. The job. Your job is to create a job in which you can add the reports to schedule the job. So these are the options we have on Cognos portal. Um, you can add reports or report views inside the job, and you can schedule that job like in sequence or parallel. If you uh, if you create a job and run in sequence, means let's say you have 5 reports inside it, one report will run one at one time. So if first report fail, all others, the job step will not go to the next step. Job will not go to the next step. If you use parallel, all reports will run parallelly. If anyone fails, the other will go and succeed. This is about the Cognos portal. Next part is security implementation. Do you want to go with the security implementation or data sources first? So, okay, data source connection. What is data source connection? Data source connection is basically, yeah, don't really about it. I will let you know in the layman terms. The data source connection, okay, connection has the information about the database. It has the information about the database. So what information it should have when you create data source connection? So the 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 server name, the port number, and the database name. These three are mandatory. Along with it, it should have a user ID, that is database user ID, and the password for signing in, that is called signing information or sign on information. So database, in the database also, example, uh, Oracle. Okay, in Oracle you can see Oracle service account, using which we can that service account example, like we have Oracle DB, Oracle server. Um, let's say we have Oracle server DB 0002112. Okay, this is server. It has a port. What is the default port for Oracle? 150. What is default port for Oracle? 03, I believe. Let me check. Just give me a minute. 1521 is a default. So this is the Oracle default port. And underlying it, we have a schema. Okay, like example, reporting RPT reporting 01 or RPT DB fog. No, okay, this is a schema. Okay, under which we have tables, right? So what details this data source connection needed, what information it needed, the database name, database server name. This is database server name. Okay, server name, or we can use IP also. Then port, that port, and the third is database. right? So now in Oracle, we use service ID, okay, to connect the Oracle database. For others, there is no service ID. So either we can say database or service ID. So for DB2, it is just a database. For SQL Server, it is database. So we don't have to worry about. Only the Oracle, we use the naming convention, service ID. So this is example, this is service ID, RPTDB Cognos. Okay, this is database underlying, we have tables and the columns. Okay, so now this database has a service account also to, uh, this database also have service account to log in into the database, right? So service account is example, uh, yeah, SR underscore fog, okay, and then the service account also have password. Password is example hash 9 e w p 12 at the rate z. Okay, this is a password. So if it is so what details we need to create data source connection? As you know, what is data source? Data source is, um, data source contains the information related to the database to create the data source connection. Okay, so right, so what information? Database server name, port number, database name or service ID in Oracle, the service account, that is user ID for sign on, okay, and the password, that password of this particular user or service account. Okay, let's see here, SRV, not ACR, SRV, yeah, service account. Now see here, this is step. Okay, so these details we need for sure. Okay, now there are two types of data source connections. One is JDBC and ODBC. What is JDBC? Java database connectivity. ODBC object database connectivity. JDBC, um, JDBC work. Okay. Before that, I have to give you one thing, like system. Cognos servers. Cognos servers are of two flavors. One is 32-bit. Second one is 64-bit. Okay, and Cognos products, Cognos server or Cognos server product installer have two flavors again. One is 32-bit, second is 64-bit. Now, what does it mean? How it is different? That I will let you know just a minute. Because this is required to go ahead. Otherwise, you can't understand.
Okay.
The servers, any server, like example here, Windows server or Linux server, any server. Okay. Whenever I say product installer, it is common of product that we install on the server, right? So you may know this Windows server, right? 64-bit, 32-bit. It is based on the processor type is 32-bit or 64-bit. Now the Cognos server product installation, Cognos product installer. So 32-bit product can be installed on 32-bit server as well as 64-bit server. 32-bit installer can be installed on 32-bit install server, Windows server, or the 64-bit Windows server. Whereas 64-bit product installer, product installer only can be installed on the 64-bit machine only. Understood? Yeah. So 32-bit Cognos product or Cognos can be installed on both of the flavors, 32-bit and 64-bit machines, where 64-bit product can be installed on only 64-bit machine. So the compatibility is here 32 at 32-bit we see as x86 or x40 x86 indicates the 64-bit, x64 indicates 64, the x86 indicates 32-bit, this 32-bit machine,
Okay.
x64 indicates 64-bit machine. Understood? But here it is only 64-bit machine. Now you are clear, right? So now coming to the JDBC and ODBC. The ODBC that works on this both 32-bit and 64-bit Cognos installer, and on both the systems 32-bit, 64-bit. The ODBC that is ODBC data source connection we can create for 64-bit as well as 32-bit, whereas JDBC only be used, no, both can be used 64-bit, 32-bit. There is exception for the Snowflake and others, but like it is based on the JDBC can be used on 32-bit is something I am not sure. Just a minute, let me recollect. Is driver, yeah, the both will be work on the both the systems. No worries. There is a difference between JDBC ODBC is JDBC works on driver, where ODBC works on the client. That part I will let you know. Okay, so these connections, the JDBC ODBC connections, need to be handled uh, in two ways. One is inside the server, and one is on Cognos portal. Inside the server, behind the scenes, how it works, I will let you know. First of all, we'll go with the JDBC. Okay, how to create a JDBC data source connection. First of all, on portal, how to create a JDBC connection, that I will tell you how to create on portal. So on portal, open a Cognos portal like this, okay, and go to this manage icon. And in manage icon in the Cognos portal, you will see the Cognos administration console. So this Cognos portal, then manage icon, and then you will see Cognos administration console option there. Have you ever seen this manage icon? Have you ever seen? Yeah, the Cognos administration console, you will see the option. So when you click on the Cognos administration console, you will be redirected to the Cognos administration portal like this, where you see status, security, configuration. Have you ever seen this portal? Yeah. So to create a data connection, you have to go to the configuration. Under configuration,
Yeah.
you have a data source connection tab. Okay, and under data connection tab at right side, if you see this one, this icon is a new data source connection. To create a new data source connection, just click on that icon. Then you will see the this window, new data wizard window, where you can add here the
Yeah.
okay. If you want to add description, add it, any description, okay, that you would like.
Okay.
Then click on next. Once you click on next, you will have to choose the type of database. Here I am choosing the DB2. There are many databases. If you click on this drop down, you will see Oracle, SQL Server, Snowflake, Snowflake JDBC. For Snowflake it's JDBC, Snowflake, no, JDBC, ODBC, Teradata. All those options you will see here. Even Vertica, Informix, there are many. So it's select on that. This configure JDBC connection, you have to click on that. In order to configure the create a JDBC connection, you have to click on configure JDBC connection. Once you click on the configure JDBC connection, click next. Once you click next, okay, yeah, this diagram does not show that particular thing. So you have to specify the connection parameters for that data source. So what connection parameters you have to set? That diagram is not here. Yes. Yeah, here it is. So see here. After this, if you click on next here, after clicking on the JDBC configure JDBC connection, click on next. Once you click on next, but this is not the JDBC, this is ODBC. Yes. Yeah, this one is JDBC. So if you click on the next, you will see here you can choose the DB2 here, like I series. This is for I series. Then JDBC URL. In JDBC URL, you have to add the host name. What host name you have to add? That is the server name. This one, the connection parameters, the information that I was saying, say talking about the database name. Then what you need to add? Port number. See port number here. This is the port number. Then this is Oracle. In case of DB2, it is database only. This is the database. You have to add here database. So once you added it, okay. So this is the DB2 driver. This is AS400 driver actually. At AS400 for I series, but just just uh, ignore this one. I will let you know later on. S400 is different. IBM product, IBM DB. And then here you have to click on sign-ons. Okay. Then click on password, right click password, and right click create a sign-on that everyone group can use. Then add user ID and password. This user ID and password. This user ID and the password. Once you do that, click next. After clicking next, you will ask for the sign. So after clicking next, the sign on information will be created like this. The sign on information will be created. Then the connection will start. Now, when you click on connection and edit the connection, go to sign on, and then user. This is user ID password sign on. Here it is not shown correctly. So let me. Yeah. So once you click on next, and next your data source connection with this name will be created. With this name will be created. Now, but when you test the connection, you cannot test the connection. Why? Because when you click the example here, if you see the in more, if you go more and test the connection, you can test it. This is Cognos 10, but in Cognos 11 we have test option here directly. Also, we can go to more and test it. When you test the connection, that connection will fail. Why? Because it is a empty data source connection. It means there is no connection between the database and a Cognos servers, right? This is just a portal, not a Cognos server. The database connection should happen on the Cognos server, and then that should be that once we add the information, this database information, it should create the successful connection. So now, what information? So what we need to do? So this is the front end now in the Cognos portal, but in the back end also on Cognos server, on Cognos servers, we have to do something. So what we have to do in case of JDBC? Okay, so in case of JDBC, so for each of the databases, we have the JDBC drivers. So under install location, like D program files, IBM, Cognos, Cognos Analytics, 11.1.7 slash drivers. Okay. Under this installation location, okay, you have a drivers folder. Under drivers folder, you have to download the JDBC driver and paste into the drivers folder. Once you pasted, you have to restart the services on the dispatcher server. So where you see the drivers folder, only on the dispatcher servers, not content manager servers, not web gateway servers. That's why yesterday I keep saying the content store connects to the content manager, where the data source connects to the dispatchers. Understood? Yeah. So this is the reason. This is the reason that the data source connects to the dispatcher directly. So the data source connection happens on dispatcher, not the content manager, where the content store connection will happen onto the content manager, not dispatcher. That is one of the difference between the content manager and dispatcher. Okay. So in the drivers folder, you have to download the JDBC driver. How to download? Go to the DB2 side, IBM side, or in case of Oracle, example, let's say in case of DB2, JDBC drivers download. See here, go here, download JDBC driver. Yeah, click on download JDBC driver. Once you click on download, okay, it is downloading. See, click it download. Download completed. Then the JDBC driver is downloaded. What this is the in zip format. You have to extract it. Click on extract all. Extract. Once you extracted, you see this is a file in WinRAR, but we don't need a WinRAR. Yeah, jar file. So yeah, this is the jar file, right? Let me check. Yeah, this is a file you have to add in the drivers folder. Once you keep in the drivers folder, the JDBC driver folder, okay, the JDBC driver in the drivers folder, you have to restart Cognos services in order to replicate, or in order to not replicate, in order to um, get the drivers effective onto the Cognos dispatcher. Let's say you install on one of the dispatcher, you have to restart the services on that particular dispatcher itself. Then after that, you are in all the dispatchers, you have to install, you have to keep this file and JDBC driver file under drivers folder, and then restart the services. After restarting services, it will come into effect, and then we have to go and test the data source connection. Once you test the data source connection, it will be successful because the JDBC driver is under the drivers folder. So what driver the JDBC driver is doing? It is forming a connection between your database with the dispatcher server and onto the Cognos portal. So under drivers folder, you will have a DB2 driver. Similarly, we have the Oracle driver, JDBC, SQL Server driver, JDBC driver. We can download it from their respective site. So this is about the data source connection. Okay, JDBC. There is ODBC also. Let me show you other. Okay, see, this is the JDBC connection. And see here, in installation directory under drivers folder, we have to add the JDBC. It's nothing but then next and then administration console. That's what it's saying. Okay, so this is about the JDBC. Next is ODBC. For ODBC, yeah. So creating the data source connection on the Cognos portal is same. We need these details for sure on Cognos portal, like this. See, these many options are available when you click on the drop down. SQL
Mm.
Server, Oracle, DB2, ODBC, Netiza, right? JDBC,
Yeah.
Oracle here. So these Informix, these options we have there. Now for ODBC, and how to test the connection, data source connection, this diagram will show. In real time, I will going to show, no problem for that. And
Okay.
see here, it is step by step. Create a data source connection and then choose the what type of data source connection you want, and then use user ID, this server name and password, create a sign on, all these things it is explained. And then click on the test connection. Click on test connection, and then you are ready with testing. You are ready to create a report. So like this is the process that I have already explained. Now I'm going to show you the ODBC connection. Finding out. Yeah, here it is. So it is JDBC. Yeah, here. So for ODBC, you have to add server name, database name, and sign on information, user ID, password. So once we added that, then it will form the ODBC connection. So it is similar process for DB2. For Oracle, it is there are two types. One is OCI and second one is JDBC. And for SQL Server, we have the OLEDB, ODBC, JDBC both. So for DB2, the ODBC, JDBC procedure is same, but for ODBC behind the scene in the inside the dispatcher servers, you need to download the DB2 client. I will show you how to download DB2 client. I will show you for the Oracle in the live session. For DB2, just understand now. The ODBC driver for DB2. You have to just download it. Okay. Once you download this line, you have to download it like this. Click on download, accept. It is asking for, okay, this is, since it is so for ODBC driver, it will ask for license. So even trial also I am not able to download. Okay. So it will ask for the license, the everything. Okay. So this is trial, it will not ask, but for the full driver, it will ask for the product key. that is license. So
Okay.
that you need to go to the IBM site and download in your company, or you can ask the DBA to give me a ODBC driver for creating the DB2 connection. For Oracle also, I will show you Oracle driver, Oracle ODBC, no, ODBC client, 64-bit download. Yeah, ODBC client for Oracle is free. For DB2, it is IBM product, so it is not free. It is basic package here, light package. This is ODBC. Yeah, this one. So again, we have to download the latest driver. Okay, see here the version 18.5, then version 19.18, right? So latest driver, whatever the version latest, we have to download it. And then once you download, I downloaded this. Okay, you will see this folder. Okay, zip folder. This is the client. Okay, now
Okay.
I am going to extract this. Extract all here only. This is Oracle. Double click. See, this is ODBC8 driver. Now you will see .exe file somewhere. So install this client.
So,
I think this one.
has it understood?
It is not this protected. Okay, once you install and then after installing, you will see programs, all programs. Under control panel, all programs and features, you will see here Oracle driver. Here I don't have Oracle. Let me check SQL Server also. I don't have SQL Server also. DB2, DB2 also. So here in this all programs, you will see the Oracle driver is installed, DB2 is installed, and or the SQL Server is installed. So once it is, you can see once you see here, okay. So then what you need to do, like I have installed Python right here, right? Like that, it is Oracle install. You will see Oracle SQL Server DB2. Once it is installation is done, you have to restart that dispatcher services. No, server, not services. You have to restart dispatcher services and start the Cognos services on the dispatcher server. Once that is done, what you need to do, you need to open the ODBC 32-bit data sources. Search with ODBC 32 databases, right click and run as administrator. When you run as administrator, go to drivers folder. Under drivers folder, you will see here. See here, I have here you will see I have SQL Server, right? So yeah, so you will see the driver I have installed is SQL Server. In program files also I believe it should be there in the control panel program. It should be here SQL Server. Microsoft.
Hmm. SQL connector ODBC.
No, that is MySQL. Yeah, I think this is by default it's coming in this version of OS. So
Okay.
yeah. So here you see SQL Server. So it means that driver is down. Driver is already installed. Now go to System DSN and click on Add. Once you click on Add, you have to select the driver. Once you select the driver, click Next. Here you have to add the server name. This server name. This server name you have to add. Then description you want to add or not, that is your choice. Then it will. No. This is the database name. Sorry. This is the name of the data source. The server will come here. Let's say data source name is the one I have shown, right? That is data source name.
Hmm.
The trend dash db. Trend dash db. Then you will see the server name here, but I am not showing server name because I am not in real time environment. And there it will ask you to for the custom port. So port you have to use this port. If not asked, then we are good. And then click on it will ask for database name also. So you have to choose database name there. So it may give drop down or you have to add database name. Once you add a database name, your part is done here onto the dispatcher server. And then click finish. Once you click finish, you will see the connection like this. See Amazon Redshift how it is. You will see the connection like this. Once you see the connection, click OK. Once you click on OK, you are done. After that, go to Cognos portal and test the connection. That connection for ODBC will be succeeded. This is about the ODBC and JDBC connection. That is data source connection we have to create.